The media is a hugely influential part of sport. It allows us to watch, listen to and read about sport in lots of different ways. It is made up of the television, the radio, newspapers, magazines and books, as well as the world of CD-ROMs and the internet. Each format has its own targeted audience and can present sport in its own unique way. The one common thing that links all these formats is money. The media coverage of sport has become a multi-million-pound business. Because of its popularity, sport has been used to sell newspapers, and editors have used sensational headlines about sporting events in order to encourage people to buy newspapers. The types of sport and events covered vary depending upon the newspaper, whether it's tabloid like The Sun or a broadsheet like The Times. Most tabloids cover the popular, high-profile sports such as football, rugby, horse racing and cricket, while the broadsheet papers generally cover a larger range of sports. Millions of people a day buy newspapers, and therefore newspapers can considerably influence the popularity of an individual, a team, a sport, or even a sporting event. They can analyse a team performance over a long period of time. They can also speculate on future appointments and transfers, and they can promote discussion and debate amongst fans. Newspapers can build up images of individual sports, teams and personalities, but they can also spoil and damage reputations. Unfortunately, the decision to build or destroy an image may depend on the headline that will sell the most papers. There are many specialist sports magazines ranging from athletics to netball. They often inform the reader on how to develop their own skills and ability, provide information about particular personalities and forthcoming events, and provide game plans and performance statistics, as well as advertising new products that are related to the sport. Books are usually biographies or autobiographies of famous sporting personalities. Other books are written about particular sporting events, while others are written as coaching manuals for individual sports. The growth of televised sport since the first live televised match in Britain in 1937 has been enormous. Satellite links can now relay television pictures around the world with live images. Television rights to sporting events is huge business, with examples such as Sky B paying millions of pounds for the rights to Premiership football. The competition between main terrestrial TV providers and satellite television has been a financial benefit to sport. Television has made other significant contributions to sport and related activities, including coaching programmes, documentaries, highlights programmes, as well as quiz shows and entertainment shows. Satellite television companies such as Sky Television have dedicated sports channels, and along with Eurosport, they continue to provide interactive and groundbreaking coverage of a huge variety of sports. You can watch games from different camera angles, as well as selecting to look at highlights and statistical information. You can also watch channels devoted purely to one sport. However, recent events have developed the idea of pay-per-view, where viewers with satellite dishes have had to pay extra in order to receive live coverage of a match. It is possible that in the future, in order to see other internationals and domestic matches, viewers will have to pay extra to receive these games. Video has enabled elements of sport to be recorded and viewed on future occasions. Performance analysis using videos is common in most sports, either to see a future opponent perform or to use video recordings as a coaching aid. A range of sports science videos are available to those studying sport at GCSE level, A level and for sports science degree. Films based on sports such as Rocky and Goal have raised the profile of sport in an entertainment format, but they have used sport and sporting ideas to fill the box office and make money. Sport has been covered on radio broadcasts since the early 1930s. BBC Radio 5 has more sports coverage than any other radio channel, with both commentary on matches and in-depth discussions about sporting issues. It is versatile and cheap to access almost anywhere in the world. Here are two examples to listen to.
The play towards the far side, back in towards the centre it comes now. We're midway inside the Newcastle half with Steven Gerrard. Gerrard just...
Shot. We live with that.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. There's bigger clubs than us that will go down in cup shots and assure Man United fans.
Many homes and schools now have access to computers and the internet. CD-ROMs are available with information about sport, and some have been written to help in the study of sport. There are numerous internet sites dedicated to sport and sporting goods. Some provide free access to revision materials for students studying GCSE, PE and A-level. All Premier League clubs have their own internet addresses, so fans can stay in touch with each other using electronic mail. Sport needs media coverage and the finance it brings. The media needs sport to attract customers. People need the media to give them information about their favourite sport. Media and sport are now financially dependent on each other. There are some positive advantages to this relationship, but there are also some disadvantages. Examples of advantages would be minority sports being popularised. Activities such as breakdancing and skateboarding can become more popular. New technology such as glass-sided squash courts and specially treated squash balls will help improve spectators watching the game. Miniature cameras giving good action shots, and technologies such as Hawkeye in cricket, where stumps are linked to technology to see whether somebody is out or in. TV replays helping with umpiring and refereeing. Rugby, for example, can go to a third umpire who can check to see whether somebody has scored a try or not. Awareness can also be raised for promoting the image of a sport, such as the re-emergence of netball and its coverage on Sky Sports. Expense and access is also an issue. Some sporting events are expensive to attend because of admission fees and travelling distance. Tickets are often in short supply for top events. TV allows fans to watch their favourite sporting events. Better coverage as more can be seen on TV. The viewer at home is enabled to see much more of the whole event than the spectator would often see at the event itself, such as golf and the Masters events. One more advantage is the advent of new technology and up-to-date sports programmes. Now, people can access information about their favourite sport 24 hours a day, at the touch of a button or just simply by putting on the television. Other negatives can be television equipment getting in the way at matches, cables, cameras, and the cameramen themselves getting in the way of sports people taking part in their sport. Also, contradiction of decisions. If a replay is made, this can often undermine the referee's decision and make him look foolish in front of thousands or millions of people. Excessive coverage can also be a problem. If teams are regularly televised, spectators may stop going to watch the teams and attending matches, which can reduce the revenue that the clubs take. Media influence can only promote certain sports, so some sports unfortunately can become less popular. And lastly, the media can often glamorise negative aspects of sport, such as violence and hooliganism. Remember the following for the GCSE PE course. Number 1. What the media is made up of. Number 2. Examples of each type of media. And number 3. Advantages and disadvantages of the media in sport.